Hi, I'm Kim. Um, Today I'm taking part in an art challenge for my friend Nancy Pants, and I'm doing these planetary scenes, and I do them in layers because some of it is holographic glitter. Not the camera's not doing a very good job of picking up um, all the color in the holographic glitter. At any rate, so today what I'm going to be doing is I'm trying out a new resin that I got off of eBay. It's cheap, inexpensive, but it's a UV resin, UV hard resin. And my intent is I'm going to take two, possibly three different colors, and I'll be swirling them in a couple areas on the canvas to make them look like little individual galaxies. And then I'm going to pop the picture under this Melody Swiss LED light that will harden the UV resin quickly. And then what I'll be doing later, I don't know, I'm going to try to squeeze it in the same video, but it'll probably be a part 2. I'll be using these Art Pro pigments to blow in some gassy cosmic looking scenes for the picture. So that's next, but first I need to get the this little gassy element done. And one of the things that I like about the I'm going to have to do 2 colors before I see if I want to do 3. But one of the things I like about these products is how quickly we can dry it. Oh, and this has a nice cap on it compared to the last one, and that reminds me I need to put on some gloves. I always do that. I'm so excited and scared to start playing with the resin that I forget to put gloves on. And I'm actually gonna double glove, because one of the things I've learned about resin is sometimes you get resin on your gloves, but then you need an unresined hand to move something around, and so it really helps to be able to ooh, that stuff is strong. It really helps to have that second pair of gloves on. And I didn't realize this before I started, but I can tell because I just opened this container that I'm going to have to work in a mask. So excuse me, I'm sorry, one moment. Okay. Really, to tell you the truth, I just do these videos for myself so that I can recall what I did for the process on that one. But I also talk as though I'm talking to someone, because it's possible that down the road I may want to share these videos. Right now I'm really nervous about being on camera. At any rate, woo, this resin is stronger than any of the resins. All the other resins I've worked with, none of them had this really strong fumes. Okay, so one of the Art Pro pigments I'm going to work with is called Cabernet, and the other is Steel. Kind of silver and black, and this one is kind of a, I almost want to say like a really light berry, but metallic. So I'm just gonna get moving because I hate being in a mask. And This is the first time I've actually felt it necessary. I'm going to have to rethink that product. And then what I do with this is a little mold, feather mold. But I always keep one of those handy when I'm doing this work, because any leftover resin that I don't use, I will put in there, and I can use those later in my jewelry making. Alright. Gosh, that stuff really is strong. I'm going to have to step it up a notch and maybe open my back door. Okay, so that's the Cabernet. Ventilation. Safety first. Okay. And now I'm going to pick up some of the steel. You got to be really careful too with the amount of pigment that you add with resin, because I learned on the project that Socrates got hung up in that if you have too much mica in the resin won't set properly. But that's another reason that I wanted to go with the UV resin, because I've learned from that experience that these either have to dry instantly under an LED light, or they have to go into a closed container bucket. And so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I have a rambunctious cat, Socrates, and he gets into everything. And so Socrates one day got into one of my epoxy projects, and I didn't know right away because I was in the other room on a phone call. And when I came out, he came crawling up the back of the couch with my epoxy project stuck to his foot and his belly. And thank God I knew to grab the acetone and to free him as quickly as possible. Alright. See if I can zoom in this camera. Alright, that's as far down as it's going to let me bring it. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to put a little puddle of this epoxy on here for me to work in, and so I'm trying to pick my spot. But this is just to help the other colors move around the way they're supposed to. So then I'm going to drizzle. Well, with any luck I would have drizzled. I'll just make a line that way. What I need to do is I need to get a crisscrossing of both of these. And then we stir. Gotta be careful not to stir too much, because you don't want to muddy them, and you want to show a distinction between the two colors. And now what I'm going to do is pop this under the Melody Swiss so that I can hit it with the light real quick. It helps if you have the power on. Just let that sit under the light. And the thing is, I'm doing more than one. So this one, we're going to put one right here. There are a few spots on here. Right here's one where I had to fix some errors. So I sandpapered it down, but what happens is once I put another layer of acrylic resin on there, or epoxy resin, you won't see it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. Start on the inside and work our way out. Looks like it needs it again. Actually, what it looks like is that there's a hair in here. I was right. Alright, quick stir, nothing major. Just want to give it that swishing, that, you know, cosmic swirling action. Alright, now this one can go under. And now we're going to put another one of those up here. Up. Just go ahead and put that on again. Let's see, we're going to go up here. So yeah, I tried making these into discs first and then putting them on. And it finally dawned on me to, you know, because there's so many layers to these pictures, that I could just, instead of doing it in discs, what Mr. Socrates got stuck to, I could do these right on the art itself. It just took some UV resin to pull it off. This one back under. And then I'm going to give this one another one. I think I want to put it right on top of here because that is so busy with glitter. I got too excited with the hologram glitter when I did these layers. This is a lot of this, most if not all of this, is first time for me, but it's something I've wanted to do for years, and I just get so excited that I get going a whole bunch of them at once. But then when I know that I'm missing a material, I have enough sense to stop and gather what I need. Sometimes that puts a little delay in research and development, but what can you do? If you don't have what you need, you don't have what you need. Alright, now we're ready to put this one back in. Raise this up into the camera so you can see that's one of them, and then there's the other. I'm afraid to test it, but I need to, oh yeah, it is, it's dry enough. Okay, so I was right. I have glitter or mica left over, so I'm going to use it up in this glove because, or mold, because what I'm doing next is very different colors. And what I do on these little molds, you know, if it's two colors, then I put one color in, and then I run the other color in the center. The darker color usually. I run right down the center until that little slot is full. And the other thing I know about these molds, when you have a lot of intricate work up here at the top, and I stretch it so that the resin can get in there. I'm kind of anal retentive about not wasting resin and paint. I go for it all, scoop it all out, because this stuff is not cheap. And I'm learning a lesson today. Don't go for the least expensive resin out there, because I shop for VOC safe products, and what I got today, woo! No, there's no way that that's a VOC free product. So I'm glad that I decided to try this before giving it a review. This stuff is so strong, I don't even know if it should be sold in the US. It shouldn't be sold probably anywhere. I won't do it again. That's all I can say. Live and learn. I'm not doing it again. Lesson learned. Oh, my toothpick went right through the plastic. That's a first too. I wonder what this shit is. God, that's scary. And I kind of overfilled this feather. We can just push it off over into here. Oh my gosh. Sorry to say, I bought 4 bottles of that resin. Ah! Eek! Oh well, live and learn. I think the deal was you got a discount if you got it at a much lower price if you bought a few of them, so I bought a few of them. Okay, let me put that down. I'm not going to need that. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here. And then I'm going to do the next application of resin and the blowing on a different video, or part 2. And I'm going to switch resins, because this stuff, that's an outdoor toy right there. Man. And I don't like working in a mask. Alright. Stay tuned for part part 2, and for Miss Nancy Pants, this is day 5, part 1. I'll see you soon, you guys.